This man right here, I guess it's Jarambi, if I'm saying that correctly. All his information down below. Definitely check him out. Created the coolest damn costume in FGC Halloween history. He is actually an arcade cabinet. A damn walking playable arcade cabinet. How? Yes.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful morning, a beautiful weekend morning of checking these buttons. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. As always, chapters and links down below. If you guys want to skip around to a certain subject, that subscribe button is right there. It's literally just right there, or maybe down below. Either way, go ahead and give it a hit. Today's a special day. Why? Because by the time you're watching this, I'm actually at my little sister's wedding. So I'm there. Of course, I'm recording this in advance. So anyway, it should be a blessed day. So without further ado, you already know how it goes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Ladies and gents, let's get it. All right, now into them first set of drama in the FGC buttons that need to be checked. Sounds like nothing new, right? But anyway, Chris G, y'all remember we did a story a few days ago, right? Chris G against Lupe Fiasco, right? And I think it was like Sonic versus Waka Flocka. There's a lot of shit going on. So check this out. Actually, on that note, if you guys don't know, when that whole thing was going down with, Chris G and Lupe, also Waka Flocka, well-known rapper, right? Profile on the screen if you don't know who he is. Was calling out Sonic Fox, basically saying, he wants to play him in some MK. Sonic Fox was basically, what was he saying? Like, I'll body you 30-0 or some crazy shit like that, which a lot of people obviously believe Sonic can do. Anyway, Waka was basically saying, you don't want the smoke, you don't want to see me. I mean, a lot. Constant message tagging the man, let's say, let's do it, tagging him. Even right here I see where it says check your messages unless you're getting cold feet, so we might be seeing something go down pretty soon. Anyway, since then there's like other things that kind of came from this, right? Now they're doing like a Sonic versus Waka anime. It's like they're like, yo, everybody submit, where's all my artists at? Like, people are like actually submitting drawings for Sonic versus Waka Flocka. Right here Waka posted this saying, where are my artists? Who could draw an anime or manga version of Sonic's and Waka? Best version gets a prize. So you see a lot of tweets, right? He's like, this submission is fire, keep them coming. Obviously all the artists that drew these, I'll put them down below as well, so definitely check them out. But some of these are pretty damn good. This one right here I really love, like where they're like back to back. I think that's actually pretty damn dope. Okay, at least some cool stuff is coming out of this, but we all know at the end of the day, Sonic is gonna wax. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even gonna be a match. Now, will Waka get, we don't know exactly how much he games, how good he is, but I wouldn't imagine him getting anything more than a round, if that. But at the, it's good old-fashioned entertainment. Talk that shit. I love that Waka has the balls to do this. It might just bring more notoriety to the FGC. So at the end of the day, I'm for it. But what do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like it's overkill at this point, that these celebs need to just watch, you know what I'm saying? Or, lack of a better term, just back the fuck up? Or do you think, nah, it's good? Like, why not more eyes and ears on the FGC? Let's do it. So from that, now we go back to the FGC and his thoughts on the drama in the FGC. He posted this twit longer just the other day right here. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is actually my first time reading it, so let's break it down. Right here he says, thoughts about the drama in the FGC. Right here he says, what's up guys, Chris G here. So I read a comment, it was really a positive comment about the FGC. Then I saw another comment right below it saying how small and trash the FGC is, how it's nothing compared to other big games and professions. The person that really felt discouraged, that person felt really discouraged. They hit me up soon after. We talked a little bit. At the end, they thanked me for giving them hope and told me that my accomplishments in the scene are inspirational. It honestly meant a lot. Now here I am making a twit longer because I wanted to clear the air and express my thoughts. What's been happening is kind of crazy. I want to start by saying I respect Lupe, Waka Flocka, and of course all the other rappers. I respect what they do and enjoy their music. Video games are for everyone, and especially great seeing people enjoy fighters, but I think people are missing the point. What started out as what should have been friendly banter between greats in different industries instead turned into absolute nonsense, and all I did was call them out. Tell them basically to run the sets, or at least show they're in fact nice. This is what we do in the FGC. Waka knows that, I think. And Lupe, who is a part of the FGC, should know that. Instead, it turned into a wild stuff being brought up. IRL threats, bank comparisons, and total disrespect of our scene and craft. I just wanted to keep it about video games. All is forgiven considering almost all of the tweets on their end have been deleted, which they have, because I went and checked back. Matter of fact, even when I posted that last video talking about the beef and stuff like that, I believe most of those tweets were gone on their side. While deleting with this situation, and especially after reading all these ridiculous comments, I'm tired. And I'm tired of people downplaying the FGC and people's achievements in it. Just because it ain't on the level of rapping and other games, that doesn't mean it's not a big thing. I'm not gonna sit here and take the crazy amount of disrespect, whether it's 10-man bracket or 100-man bracket, whether you made 100 or 10,000, everyone should be able to feel good when they win or do good in any game. People come from all around the city, state, country to participate in these things, and it's hard when you have to put in a lot of time. People in the FGC know it's never been about the money, the clout, or the followers. What you guys need to understand is about the passion. Passion is what got us all here. The drive to want to be the absolute best. Passion is what got me literally off the streets. I know what it's like to sleep outside. I know what it's like to have nothing, and now I'm living in a decent place because of that passion. For those who know me, they know I talk to everyone. I try to be cool with everyone. I'm always down to help whenever I can. I don't just talk about it, I live it. What I get tired of seeing is whenever something or someone with some money or followers even breathes in the FGC directions, we either bend over backwards for them in hopes that we get a crumb, or we throw each other under the buses. What we should be doing is showing them exactly what the FGC is all about. We are worth more than that. But yeah, I love everyone's interest, and I'm not trying to gatekeep the FGC. Trust me when I say I want this to grow more than anyone, you know, but not with this fake stuff. With that said, you can't gatekeep an open bracket or public event. So please, pull up, sponsor, participate, and most importantly, have fun. And if you ever have a problem with me, I'm always down to have a conversation. Have a good day, guys. So that's what's up. All right, let's go ahead and unpack that. What do y'all think? So on one hand, he's like, I want it to grow. I got nothing against these guys. Hell, I even like their music. I just don't like the fake shit. And it's interesting to me that he calls what's going on here fake shit. Because right here he says, what I get tired of seeing is whenever somebody, like we were just talking about the whole Lupe Sonic thing, right? Breathes or even looks in the FGC direction like a superstar, right? Somebody that we look up to, a movie star, somebody famous, right? We either bend over backwards for them in hopes that we get some crumbs, or we throw each other under the buses. What do y'all think about that? How true do you think that statement is? Think about all the people that we've seen breathe in the FGC's directions, right? You're talking about your Lupes, you're talking about your Waka Flockas. Who else, man? I think fucking, who was it? Drake? Wasn't Drake playing, what was it, Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter 5? One of those. We even had Kanye. Wasn't Kanye playing Street Fighter 6 recently? Like at some tournament? Not recently, but like earlier this year before the controversy. Like, who doesn't know what Street Fighter is? You know what I'm saying? So the Street Fighter fandom is a lot bigger than just the FGC as we know it, obviously. Then recently I saw this. I saw, you know, some guys I look up to, like pro MMAers, right? If I can talk, Tony Ferguson and whatnot, putting on like Blanca socks. Then the camera kind of pans to Tony Ferguson. He's putting on Guile socks. He's like, yo, Guile with style, baby. Instantly, I got excited because I'm like, hell yeah, Guile, baby, Guile, baby. I think as like Capcom heads or like people that especially love Street Fighter, when we see something like that, even I remember when I was watching It Part 2, I believe, right? Pennywise the Clown, all that good stuff. Pennywise the Clown, if I could talk. Remember he mentioned Street Fighter, like, hey, you want to play Street Fighter? I instantly got geeked out. I was like, oh shit. So I don't necessarily, me personally, I don't think of that as bad because I know there's people that are outside of the FGC that are fans of these games like Waka Flocka and whatnot, and they like to talk that shit. But I think us in the FGC, we're very protective because we know real recognize real, and we're like, a lot of the people in the FGC, you know, we know who the pros are and who's really good, who's really nice, you know what I'm saying? So when we see these movie stars or these rap stars call out our pros, we're like, you know what I'm saying? Because like Chris pretty much I could be mistaken, but he's kind of taking that perspective like, bruh, no, this shit is fake. Get out of here. You're going to get waxed. But how do y'all look at that? Do y'all look at that like we were saying earlier? Do y'all think that like it's overkill You know, do you look at it like, I want the FGC to grow, but not like this? Like, let's welcome them in. Like you said, you can't gatekeep an open bracket. You know what I'm saying? Run the set, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel all this extra stuff is overkill in the FGC? If it's gonna grow, it doesn't need to grow with the fake stuff. A good note, and let me know if you guys make heads or tails of this, like if this makes sense. I remember when Brock Lesnar went into MMA, right? It was a huge thing. He was even champion, right, for a hot second. In the beginning, he went into the ring with Daniel Cormier, right? Daniel is a big wrestling fan, kind of called him out. He went in there and he pushed DC, right? And people were like, oh, and it was obviously staged, right? The way the face that Daniel made was like overboard, all that good stuff, right? But then Brock Lesnar around that same time, like in the beginning of his MMA career, was making comments, calling people out, basically wrestling style, right? Dana actually stepped in at one point saying, no, stop that shit. This is MMA. This is not that wrestling shit. We don't talk or act like that. And then Brock Lesnar actually apologized shortly after. But the more that he stayed in, it almost seemed like they embraced it more. Like that push where he did, I'm pretty sure that was after the fact. I can't remember. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, the more that happened and the more the numbers went up, the more they kind of let the handcuffs off of Brock Lesnar, let him out the chains, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, be you. Matter of fact, be you, because the shit works. So I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to connect dots here. Do you think at the end of the day, if it works and it's all entertainment? Or are you like, nah, we need to grow this? But we want it to grow a specific way, if that's even making any sense. I'm a big MMA fan, and of course, FGC for life, but I don't know. What do y'all think? There it is, one more again. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Once again, all the artists and content creators, players, all their information down below. Definitely check them out, show them some love. And that video in the beginning with the man that was a damn arcade cabinet for Halloween, amazing. It's amazing. So one more again, definitely let me know how you feeling. I should be at a wedding once again by the time you guys are watching this, so I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm blessed. Hope you guys are blessed. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, family. Peace. Blah blah blah. Subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, you have to do directional. 2 thumbs and then these 4.
When I saw your Instagram,
were way baggier than I wanted, and they were like 2 more feet longer. I had to cut them.
Oh,
so
wow.
I need to get them taken in.